Hey, you gonna do the master team?
Have you already applied? I would.
You got your grades up? What you need a 3.0, right? 3.0?
Who do we need to talk to do that? Who do you
That's the, if you got it, if you, yeah.
Si Franklin, llegas acá.
I sure will. Sure will.
Some low for
Title?
I already did that.
Oh.
Ready? Pause and turn.
Wait, you missed the honor title too there?
Oh, you're quiet.
I mean, no, they're gonna...
Wait,
And then make your winner.
wait, where's it?
Make your winner. That was so Ay, picture. No, the last one. This is the last one. I think I made your winner.
Right? Yeah, right there.
Is that all you need?
Got it?
Where?
Yep.
Right here. Oh, there. Wait, don't let me take one.
Yeah, we already did.
Yo, tío, Amy. Vale. Actually, take it.
Me la acabo de cortar, pero ya me creció. Apenas el mes pasado me la cortó el talón. Sí. Ya te criticó la... Ven para acá.
welcome to the 76th Annual Winter Convocation. For the past year, we've been celebrating the 75th anniversary of the founding of our university. Today's commencement marks the final official function this anniversary year, so it is indeed extra special for many reasons. The young men and women seated before you this evening have achieved an educational goal of significant importance. This goal is important to them and to their future. As a result, they will soon assume the distinction of becoming a college graduate. We're proud to join you, family and friends, in recognizing their accomplishment. We're pleased that so many of you have joined us this evening. On behalf of the Texas A&M University community, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to our commencement program. And on behalf of the graduates, to say thank you for your love and support, which made it possible for them to achieve their educational dreams. I know that you have plans to continue celebrating this important event, so we will proceed with our program. The musical selection this evening is very special. It will be performed by the commencement band under the direction of Dr. G. Brian Herring, Assistant Professor of Music. Selection is entitled Run Horses, and it was written by one of our faculty members in music, Dr. Greg Sanders, who is Professor of Music here at the university. It is a commemorative piece that he has composed especially for our 75th anniversary.
Good evening. On behalf of the Texas A&M University Kingsville Student Government Association, I would like to congratulate all of our graduates this evening. The purpose of the Distinguished Undergraduate Student Award is to recognize outstanding graduates of Texas A&M University Kingsville. This award is sponsored by the Student Government Association. and only one bachelor's degree student per college may receive the award. To be nominated, a student must be a graduating senior with no less than 60 credit hours earned in TEMU. He or she must have at least a 3.5 GPA and must be in university extracurricular activities. The student must also have the endorsement of his or her college dean. This evening we have one recipient, and it goes to Mrs. Consuelo Arroyo. She is the Distinguished Student Award recipient in the College of Education. Interdisciplinary studies specializing in early childhood development. She was ranked amongst the Dean's List honor roll recipients for the past 3 years. She's happily married and a proud mother of 4 daughters and is graduating with a 3.659 GPA. Once again, congratulations to all, and a warm thank you for all family members who can make it out this evening. Thank you.
This time, I'd like to introduce to you the president of Texas A&M University Kingsville, Mark Cisneros. President Cisneros will introduce our evening's commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming our president, Mark Cisneros.
On behalf of the A&M system, to all of you that are here today, our sincere appreciation for joining our graduating class this evening. I know for you parents and loved ones that are in the stands, the pride and the joy that you have in the achievement of your loved one here today. I know that they're very grateful that you took time to join us because their challenge has been hard, their road has been hard, and it could not have been accomplished without your help. On behalf of all of us, we appreciate you sharing this moment, very, very important moment with our graduating class. Before I introduce the guest speaker, I'd like to share with the group here an event that occurred earlier in the day that I particularly want to make a point to the faculty on. My secretary came in and indicated that there was a very adamant lady that wanted to speak with me. And she was insistent she had to talk to me personally. And she was assuming that there was a problem, and I talked to her. She said, of course, I never got away from talking to anybody regardless. And I said, please, because if there's a problem, I want to know about it. Usually you expect that there is a problem. It wasn't that. It was a mother of one of our graduating students who said, I just wanted a personal call you to thank you and thank the university for what it represents and what it's done. My daughter only had a GED. She went on to graduate last year, and she's going to get a master's degree this afternoon after 1 year after getting her bachelor's degree. Not only that, but she has 2 sons that she has gotten to college during all of this. One graduated from A&M and another had an associate degree from another college. And said, you know, this is what this university represents. It gave my daughter an opportunity. The faculty nurtured her and helped her, and she speak very highly of the whole university and the faculty, but they were very friendly there. She felt very good there. And it just made me feel very good to hear somebody passing a compliment that I wanted to pass on to the faculty and to the administrators and to the whole university about this parent who felt this way about our university. Because it does again signify us here in the middle of this town, Kingsville, in the middle of this very challenged area, that we have to be different. We have to stand out for things that are human and loving and caring and nurturing. And we need to work hard at it and jealously guard that all the time. And so on behalf of all of us, as Janie Dominguez, I want to greet Janie over here. Ms. Dominguez, where are you at? Thank you so much for your time. And her daughter, Silvia Dominguez Alvarado, are you here, Silvia? Oh, yeah. Silvia, with support like that, and got your bachelor's this year, your master's this year, on to the presidency for you. Congratulations, I look forward to having you this year. Today, with this graduating class, this university has conferred over 50,000 degrees since it's opened its doors in 1925. 50,000. This little university has done that. Over 37,000 bachelor's. A almost 13,000 masters and 145 doctoral degrees. And look at the impact that these graduates before us have gone on to do. Big contributors in government, big contributors in business, and you find them some that have become very wealthy and accomplished, and some that have not become so wealthy, but they're out there committed to service to the community. And you'll find them all along the border towns working and helping people less fortunate, working for government, city government, county government, finding teaching at the lowest salaries in the nation, under very hard conditions as far as support for education, and trying to make a difference. And you find our graduates there. So this university has indeed been very relevant to the region. I'm pleased for you on behalf of all of us who will continue to be relevant to the region and be sure that we contribute not just what our share should be, but what our share must be, and go above and beyond. We're very fortunate today to have as our guest speaker, Senator Eduardo Eddie Lucio, who is from this part of Texas, South Texas. He did come through this university, not graduate from here, but he spent some time here. Went on to graduate and went on to great success as one of our most effective senators in the state of Texas. And he's been effective because he's committed to South Texas. He's got the passion for South Texas, and he just barrels down whatever obstacle is going to be there when it comes to supporting South Texas. That's the kind of commitment we need from our political leaders down here. But we're very fortunate that Senator Lucio agreed to come and be our guest speaker. He represents District 27, which is in the Valley, South Texas, and is chairman of the Senate Committee on Border Affairs. He has served on various other committees during his tenure, including the Economic Development Committee, Hispanic Caucus, Telecommunications Utilities, Natural Resources Committee, State Affairs Committee, and the State Committee on Redistricting, which will be coming up again for redistricting on this next go around. He has been appointed to the Executive Committee of the Energy Council, the Energy Council for Global Energy and Environmental Issues, Sunset Advisory Commission, and the E-Texas Legislative Advisory Committee. Senator Lucio has been active in civic organizations and is past president of the West Bronxville Lions Club. He has also been involved with the Bronxville Jaycees and the National Federation of Independent Businesses. He is a founding and charter member of the Bronxville War on Drugs. Among his numerous awards and honors, Senator Lucio has received the Texas Chamber of Commerce Distinguished Service Award, Legislative Leadership Award, the National Park Service Special Recognition Award, and the 11 Best Legislators Award from the Civil Justice League. Very critical league that only confers the award of 11 best to those that are truly deserving. You have to be good, you have to be committed, you have to be passionate to be selected as best legislators. He has been named Legislator of the Year several times and by a number of organizations, including the Texas Municipal League, Texas Association of Community Action Agencies, Combined Law Enforcement Association of Texas, named him State Senator of the Year in 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome our Senator from the Valley and our commencement speaker tonight, Senator Edward Lucio.
Thank you very much, President Cisneros, President Guerra, distinguished platform guests.
Thank you, Senator Lucio, for those inspirations. Now, graduates, and all that you've been waiting for. Will the degree candidates please rise? I certify that the candidates standing before you have completed all of the requirements for the baccalaureate and master's degrees, and I now recommend that the degree to which they are individually entitled be conferred.
The authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, acting under the enabling legislation which serves as a charter of this university, I now confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled. All the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining accurate candidates. You may now move your tassels from right to left to represent your new status.
Please present to you those candidates in the College of Education upon whom baccalaureate degrees have been conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are no restrictions on applauding for your loved ones as they come across and get their degree. No restrictions on how much you want to applaud or root. There's only some results who might get in.
College of Education, Dr. Fred Litton, Dean. Honorable graduates are Consuelo Huerta Petroli, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Albert Paul Martinez. Johnny Martinez, Jr. Heidi Lee Maxson. Aurora Lorena Mireles. Victor Manuel Moreno, Jr. Pete Allen Nauer. Carolina Orozco. John Patrick Peña. Rosie M. Perez. Alisa A. Rodriguez. Benny Rodriguez.
All right, Benny!
Frankie G. Saldana. Albert Sandoval. Gloria Sandoval.
Benny.
Milton Ray Scott. Manuel H. Tello. Sandra N. Torres. That concludes the Master of Arts degree. Master of Business Administration, Sagita Barwai. Claudia Patricia.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Jimmy Guerra, President of the Humboldt Alumni Association, who will induct the new graduates.
Thank you. President of the Amalina Alumni Association, I would like to personally congratulate each and every one of you on achieving this significant milestone in your lives. Now, I never dreamed 40 years ago when I was sitting down there that I would be up here, especially in graduation class. You know, at this moment in your lives, there's a group of people that you have to thank. Those are your parents. They have gotten you to where you are today. I think that you should give them a round of applause. You know, once you get out on your own, you're going to have to thank the school that gave you education, the tools that you will need for the rest of your life. You are now part of a longevous legacy of Javelina alumni. Over 50,000 of them. And I welcome you with open arms to the Abilene Alumni Association. I believe that together we can continue to make significant contributions to this institution and to our association. The Abilene Alumni Association has granted you a one-year free membership in honor of your accomplishments. And so it is with great pleasure and personal pride, each of you, as a full-fledged member of an elite group known as the Abilene Alumni Association. Congratulations to each of you.
Names that are high,
want to wait for me and get it. But you know, you don't believe me, that's igual que esta.
Es que la decisión es tuya, por eso te ve así. What are you waiting for? Christmas Day?
I'm waiting for Andy and Akin.
Carlitos in the basket right now, Penny.
Stop rolling your eyes, dude. Get him on film.
Well, let's go pick it up, the diploma.
Sí, pero ¿dónde está Andy?
I don't know. That's the thing. You see?
Se quedó.
Hey,
You up from Laredo, man. Nobody been looking in the whole area.
and get out of here.
Yeah, we're parked back there.
You're making a menina, hombre. Dos.
When are we going to the next
Mira, mamá. Esto. Está ahí que le digo, voy a arreglar mi diploma. Y ahí está, como que no me cree. Y la otra está ahí creyéndole también que no va. Tengo que recogerlo.
¿A quién le toca?
Se pone de volada.
¿Quieres que se me venir? Benny ya está enojado con los muchachos. A mí no me hace enojar.
No es que te enojas, es que te dije, que ahorita voy a recoger la diploma. Ahorita no se pueden recoger las diplomas. Si aquí nos acaban de decir que tenemos que recoger las diplomas después.
Hace caso.
No, las dos.
A mí que me metes. A mí no me metes. Que le pican.
No, es que le dijiste que volada nomás le dijiste. No, nomás le dijiste eso de que no teníamos que. Ya, de volada hizo la cara.